Guys, it's your boy Los here with the first episode of Free Game. Now, let me give you guys a little bit of background on exactly what this channel is all about. Basically, as I was coming up in my music career and making music and whatnot, I've noticed on YouTube that there isn't really any type of space in which guys show you what to do from day one, ground zero, not having anything, not having any connections, not having any equipment, not having any idea of how to progress your music career or what you want to do moving forward. There's really no videos out there that's giving advice like that. And so I kind of wanted to make this channel to kind of be a free game mentorship where I kind of just tell you guys what I've learned from my aspirations, from my journey of making music and being in that field and living in LA, and what things to expect and learning from my mistakes so that you don't make the mistakes that I made, and hopefully you progress a little bit faster. Hopefully you have a smoother ride than I did, and that you learn from all the things that I did wrong, and so that you don't have to do them wrong, so you can get to where you want to be a whole lot faster. Without further ado, let's get to the video. And today I wanted to go over the 3 things I wish I knew when I started making music. So number 1, how expensive it is. Guys, you need to understand one thing with this music thing. It is a money eater. Everything that you do in music costs money. Every single thing that you do requires money. And I know that everyone always says that, all the videos, all the YouTube videos, all the YouTubers are like, yeah, this costs money, you need to invest in yourself, blah, 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 blah. But they don't really go into depth about what it looks like to invest in yourself, to make a song. And I want to just go over that real quick. So let's say that you're a brand new rapper, never done this before, you have nothing, no equipment, no studio, you just have ambition and dream. So you don't have a producer, you don't have any like boy that's hooking you up with beats or anything like that. So let's say, okay, you go on YouTube, you find your little type beat or whatever, you can go on to BeatStars, probably get the lease for $25, easy, okay, boom. You got that. Now you need to find a place to record. So either you need to go to a studio to record it, in which it can vary from, studios can go from as low as $25 to $35 an hour to record you to, $75, $85, $100 an hour sessions. It really just depends on your budget and what you have in your area. In LA, there's a bunch of different studios all over the place that charge a variety of prices. There's also people that have recording studios in their houses and they charge whatever. So, you're gonna have to go look around and see what is available for it. So let's say that on the low end, let's go on the low end. You find a studio, they're charging $35 an hour. When I first started making music, I was paying $35 an hour for studio time. So, okay, you've got your beat. You've already written the song, hopefully. So when you go into the studio, you can kind of just go right in there, start doing what you're doing. At this point, you've already spent $55 on just the beat and going into the studio. The song is not done yet. Let's say it takes you 3 hours to get everything the way that you want it, to do your multiple takes and to get comfortable and all that. So that's probably gonna be about $70 to $100 on that studio session right then and there for that song. So we are at $125 for just buying the beat and putting the song on wax. Like, it hasn't been mixed, it hasn't been mastered or anything like that. That's $125. And this is, mind you, this is on the low end. Like, you haven't bought stems for this beat. This is just the MP3 that you bought off of BeatStars, and you did the little 35-hour studio session. $35 per hour studio session for 3 hours. That's already $125 about that you spent. Nothing has happened yet. Once you got that done, you have to pay to get it mixed. Now, you don't have to get it mixed if you don't want to, but the way that the game is going nowadays, and with more and more people becoming proficient with mixing their own music, as well as other producers being out there to mix it, you definitely want to be able to have that ability to mix. So let's say that the mix is probably gonna cost another $100 on top of that on the low end for somebody that's like, okay, yeah, I'll hook you up. They decide to mix your song for $100. We're at $235. The song has been mixed. You might not need to master it. I know that like, a lot of people don't really go into mastering. If as your first song, you don't really need to get your first song mastered if you don't want to. I wouldn't recommend it just because no one is going to really care that much if your song is mastered or not. Okay, so we've spent $25 on the beat, $100-something on the studio system to record, another $100 to get that song mixed on top of that. So we're at about $230-something right now. The song is still not done. Mind you, now that we've got the song mixed, we've recorded it, we've got the beat, we got the song mixed, now we need to get the cover art. Cover art can range from, if you go on the Fiverr, you can go and get cover art for as little as like $5 to a couple $100. It really depends on the artist and what you're trying to do. I would say like a decent cover art, you probably get a decent cover art for like $25, $30. So let's do something decent. Let's get something decent. You know, we don't want to do something too cheap on our first song just because, like, you know, it's our first song, but we want to have a good first impression. We want to show people like, hey, I'm not just throwing whatever out there. I'm trying to actually make an attempt. So let's say we spend another $35 on the cover art. And now we spend almost $260-something and the song is not out yet. Mind you, the song has not been dropped. No one knows anything about the song. We spent $260 for one song. After that, you want to go through a distributor. I use DistroKid. I think DistroKid is like $20 per year or something like that. So let's add another $20 on top of that. So we've got about $300 that we've just spent right now. And mind you, none of this is on the high end. None of this is the best of the best. This is for a very bare bones, basic package. We've spent $300 for one song right now. If you're going and getting your song mixed and you're going to a studio to record, or you're paying for somebody to record you, we've spent already about $300 for this entire package right now. The song is not out. Now that we've got the song on the distributor, we got the cover art, we got the song mixed, we've recorded the song, we got the beat. Once we've done that, then what you want to do is, if you're putting any money into promos or the ads and things like that, that can vary. Let's say you just wanted to get a boosted post on Facebook or something like that for the day. That would be like $10 to $50 right there. So now we're at $350. So you're looking at about $350 just to put a song out. Not really to even promote it. We don't have a music video. We don't really have any supplemental material that goes along with that. That's just finding the beat, going to the studio, recording the song, getting it mixed, getting the cover art, getting the distributor, uploading onto the site so that I can go on all streaming platforms. And basically, that's pretty penny. If you're a kid, if you're 13, 14, 15 years old, if you're a college kid and you don't have that much excess money, $300 is, you know, that's a pretty penny. Like you're definitely feeling that that $300 when all of that adds up. So definitely you want to keep that in mind. I wish that I knew that when I was going in. Not that I didn't know, but just had a better idea of what it would look like for my first song, all the expenses and how that would all be put together. Number two, how much you have to promote and market. Making music is literally probably the least important part of being an artist. Unfortunately, I've hated that fact ever since that I've been inside of LA and inside of my journey as a musician and as an artist, is that I spent all this time in the studio, spent all this time writing lyrics, I spent all this time searching for beats. And when it's all said and done, if you're not putting the time in to promote your song, if you're not putting the time in to go on to social media, to interact with people, to buy advertisements, to make material in promotion of your music, then all that time that you put in, all that money that you put in to just make the song, it means nothing, because no one knows who you are, no one knows where to look for you at, no one knows that you even have anything out right now. And the only way that you can do that is if you put in time through promotion and marketing, which is, you know, goes into the previous point of it's expensive. But let's just say that, oh, you're just going and you're posting your music on Twitter, and you're going on TikTok and you're promoting your music, and you're going on Instagram, and you're going on Triller, and you're going on Facebook, and you're going to all these sites and you're promoting your music. That takes time, that takes effort, and that is a beast in and of itself, because you want to try to be creative with it. You want to try to be inventive. You don't want to just spam people and say, my music is out, my music is out, my music is out, because people are going to block you, people are going to ignore you, people are not going to check out your music. And number 3, you don't need to have it all figured out on day one. That was probably my worst thing when I first started music. Was I thought that I needed to already have my identity, my sound, my whole style, my design, my inspiration, my business plan, my entourage all together. I thought I needed to have it all already figured out and already come to a conclusion of what that is that needs to be. And through the years of me doing it's been a complete reinvention of myself, time after time after time again, and just really figuring out what works for me, figuring out what resonates with me, figuring out what it is that my mission objective is for whatever it is, what my views of success are, how I want to go about these things. And that's something that, I've been making music for almost 4 years now, and I'm still learning that every day. And so if you don't have everything figured out on the first day, it's fine. You're good. Just take that first step, start making your way into the direction of where you want to go, and you will be there. That indecisiveness, that analysis paralysis that people go through trying to overthink things and make it more difficult than it needs to be, get that out your head. Just do it. Make that step. Go forward. You'll figure it out on the way. We're all figuring it out right now. All right, guys. So that's the first episode of Free Game. Those are the 3 things I wish I knew when I started my music career. If you found this video helpful in any way or inspirational or whatnot, definitely leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that, whatever regular YouTube phenomenon that everybody does. This is a pretty bad video to start with, but like I said, I don't have everything on this channel figured out right now. I'm gonna figure it out as I go. So come along on this journey with me. Hopefully we can figure it out together. This is Dad Bobby, signing out.